yourself down there.
Right.
Got here quick.
What happened?
Smash up and grab by the look of it.
Harry!
Ah, hello, Don.
You all right, mate?
Not the first time I've been done over, son. Goes with the territory.
Where were you going?
No, I was coming back from Essex. Camford dog track.
All right.
Yeah, it was an early meeting because of the horse racing this afternoon.
Hey, whoa, where are you going, Harry?
Come on, I'll show you what happened. We was forced off the road just after we come through the gate. We were still going slow. Just as well when you think about it.
Where'd the other car come from?
Over here. Just had a driver in it. And the other man was behind this wall.
Well, you slowed down, you'll do yourself an injury, Harry.
As soon as we stopped, second man yanked the passenger door open, cut the briefcase off my wrist with a pair of bolt cutters.
How did your driver get hurt?
Well, he couldn't get out because of this car parked at his door. So he leaned across and tried to grab the case back from the bloke with the bolt cutters.
And he got bashed on the head for his troubles?
Yeah, well, he'll be all right. He got a thick skull.
Did you get a good look at the two men?
No, I already told the constable here. Didn't really see the driver at all. And they had on these ski masks, yeah. They were both white, though, I can tell you that.
Look, Harry, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, it was a red saloon. Probably a Cavalier, chef reg. I've circulated the description.
Is anyone coming?
Do you want me to go along?
We might remember something.
Look, maybe you should get to the hospital too, yeah?
Hospital? Listen, Don, when you get to my age, once they get you in there, you never come out. No, I found the wife. She's coming to collect me.
Okay. How much money did they get, Harry?
Oh, about 2,300 with the float. Not a good day. Favourites wiped the board.
363 from Sierra Oscar receiving over.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Re that car used in the robbery. I have a report of a vehicle stolen earlier today from Tamar Crescent, Red Cavalier.
Could be the one, Sarge.
All units, attention requested to a Red Cavalier, registration Foxtrot 323 November Yankee X-ray.
I have to stay here with the car anyway if you want to get off. You can leave him with me.
Thanks, Steve, but we'll stay with Harry until his wife arrives. All right, thanks. Problem solved.
Harry!
Don, this is Julie.
Hedges.
Harry Hedges, before you say one more word, I am calling out the doctor.
Now, don't fuss, woman, for crying out loud. There's
I'll
nothing
get that
more-
statement
In
from
the
you
car.
around at home, all right,
I'll be
Harry?
right as rain when I
Okay,
get the rest,
Harry.
Don. Don't
When you're
worry
feeling
about
better,
me.
okay?
Listen, you just concentrate on finding the scum for me, eh?
I'll do that. Mind your leg.
Yeah, right. I'll see you later. Then maybe we can talk about giving you better odds sometime, eh, Don? If you get my money back.
What?
Nothing.
The suspect's car was parked over here.
It's unlikely anyone saw anything. What's he doing taking this route anyway?
Well, it's a shortcut from the A12 through to Gatley Street.
Well, perhaps the suspects knew the route he was taking, been watching him.
They didn't get this information from watching him, Rod. Someone told them that he'd be here today.
Right.
How's it going?
Fine. Just got to have a couple of stitches in.
Have you remembered anything more about the incident? Right, well, CID will need to take a statement from you, but they can see you at home.
I'll be there, don't worry. You know, I can't help thinking it's a bit of a coincidence that we get done the one time we're short a man.
There's normally someone else there.
Yeah, Wilson. But he was sacked last week.
What for?
I don't really know. Ian Wilson's a good bloke. Been with Mr. Hedges for years. I know what you're thinking, but he wouldn't pull something like this.
Ian Wilson, Gov. Rod and I'll go around and see him then, find out what's going on.
No, Don, you go round and see Harry, seeing as though you know him, and get his side of the story. And Jeff and I'll go round and see this guy Wilson, see what he's got to say for himself. Right.
Debbie must have got it wrong.
Why?
Ian Wilson's been managing the Gatley Street shop for Harry since time began.
Oh, not anymore.
That's another thing. I can't believe that Harry sacked him.
Maybe he's past it.
Wait, he's my age.
Well, tell you what, you can ask Harry what happened when we get to his house.
I'd be much happier if I could have a word with him before the governor got to him. Get things straight.
Oh, yeah? Like what? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
The doctor's on his way round now. He should have gone to hospital, shouldn't he?
Stop it.
Well, we tried to persuade him, Mrs. Hedges.
I'm all right.
Stubborn old fool.
Come along, boys. Sit down. Don, this is my grandson, Ben. You know Don Beech, don't you?
Yeah, I've heard the name, I think.
Hi.
He'll be taken over the Gatley Street shop.
Well, just for now. It will take me some time to get up to speed. Get to know all the accounts, regulars, things like that, you know.
Yeah, Ben will look after you once he's had a chance to settle in. Now, what about a drink, Don, eh? What do you have?
Well,
Ben just made tea.
tea would be perfect.
Fetch another couple of cups, darling, will you?
Oh, dear.
I hear that you're a man short today. What happened to Ian Wilson?
Oh, I wouldn't have believed it after all this time, Don. I really trusted him. And for him to think I was so stupid I wouldn't notice, that's what really hurts.
Notice what?
Well, his shop's takings were down. It was Benny who suggested I run a check on the betting slips and... well, there it was. Black and white. Couldn't kid myself any longer. Ian was stealing from me. Yeah, don't know what I'd have done without him. You've no idea how good it makes an old man feel, Don, to know he's passing on his business to family.
Yeah, but I should have been there.
What difference would that have made?
Well, if I'd have been there, this might not have happened. You see, I've told him. It's getting too dangerous at his age.
Well, there's nothing you could have done. So stop fretting and drink your tea.
So, have we got any leads?
Oh, it's early days yet.
Mr. Wilson, I'm Detective Inspector Deakin. This is Detective Sergeant Daly from Sunhill. Can we come in? Thank you.
He reported me then, did he?
Who?
Harry Hedges.
Reported you for what, Mr. Wilson?
Altering betting slips. Why else would you be here?
Is that why Harry sacked you?
I told him I didn't do it. 20 years I've been working for him. But when it comes to the crunch, family's family.
Family?
Harry's grandson, Ben. Harry's training him up to take over when he retires. I never trusted him. But Harry thinks the sun shines out of Ben's backside.
Why didn't you trust Ben?
I put in the hard work. I built that shop up. Then Ben comes along and it's all gone.
Must have been quite a blow.
He could at least have seen me right. It's not like Harry hasn't got the money.
But if he thought you were cheating him...
He still owed it me after all those years.
You been out at all today?
I went out shopping, stopped for a bite at a cafe at lunchtime, sat in the park.
And did what?
Nothing. It's what unemployed people usually do, isn't it? Nothing.
Would it surprise you to know that while you were sitting in the park doing nothing, Harry was being robbed? The suspects could have known that you weren't going to be there.
Well, I didn't tell them.
You said yourself you were owed something.
I am. I got nothing now. You couldn't blame me for taking what's mine. But I didn't.
That's not what Harry thinks.
All alone, Warren?
Suddenly on management.
I heard that Ian Wilson got the elbow. What's going on here?
All I know is Ben comes along and suddenly it's goodbye, Mr. Wilson. It's not right.
Look, I was told that Ian had been caught with his fingers in the till.
Ian didn't do it. And neither did I.
Then who did?
Well, let's put it this way. The money only started to go missing when Ben was hired.
So why didn't you tell Mr. Hedges?
Do you think he'd listen? Ben's family. Mr. Wilson's only an employee who just so happens to have devoted the best part of his life to this shop.
Look, Maureen, why would Ben want to nick money from the shop? He's going to inherit it all soon, isn't he?
I think he set Ian up. Because he tried to tell Harry about Ben.
Tell him what?
About Ben's...
Mr. Beech. We meet again. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, we were just asking her if she'd seen anyone hanging around, that's all.
And has she?
No, just the usual regulars.
Well, anything I can help you with?
No, we were just leaving. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, I'll just do the tour for now, Maureen.
Fine.
Oh, I've had to double park the car outside. I don't want to get a ticket now, do I?
No, No, you don't.
I'm in the wrong business.
I bet his granddad bought it from him as a present. Stop me if you see a traffic warden, Rod. We'll send him round this way. Wilson wouldn't have done this robbery, Gov. The whole thing smacks of someone who knows exactly what they're doing, not some middle-aged bookie who'd never even jump a red light.
Don, Wilson's an embittered man. Now, if he thinks that the grandson has stitched him up, deprived him of his job, his future, his pension, and Harry's let it happen, then he's got a really strong motive, hasn't he?
Maybe, but I still don't think he'd go out and rob Harry.
Well, maybe he got someone else to do it for him. Couple of losers, he must know plenty of them.
I've met Ian Wilson, Gov. He just doesn't seem that kind of bloke.
Don, are you too close to this?
No, I'm not, Gov. Look, Ian Wilson must be aware that Harry's got a weak heart. I just don't believe that he would risk it. But there's something about the grandson that I just don't like. Apart from anything else, he makes a lousy cup of tea. I would bet one way or another he's involved in this robbery.
Trying to hurry along his inheritance. You might want him to be guilty, Don, but that's not good enough.
Sir, we found the car used in the getaway. Red Cavalier dumped in the supermarket car park.
Any witnesses?
Yeah, the bloke who collects the trolleys. He said 2 men left it, one in his 40s, tall.
Could be Wilson.
He drove off in an old brown Escort. Now, the registered keeper of that Escort was a Joe Barker, aged 40. And this is a printout of his previous.
Bit of a naughty boy, isn't he?
Nothing in this league, though. But he's a better suspect than Wilson. I'll admit that. What about the other guy?
No, he didn't really get a glimpse of him. He did see the car he drove off in, though. A flashy red sports car.
Ben Hedges drives a flashy red sports car, Gov.
Jeff, I want you and Rod to go and have a word with Joe Barker. See what he has to say about being seen dropping off the getaway car at a supermarket car park. Don, check out Ben Hedges. See what he was doing at the time of the robbery.
I'll start by talking to Ian Wilson, get some background, yeah?
I don't want this case falling apart because the CPS think that the witnesses are being given you what you want to hear rather than the truth. So I'd rather you stay away from Wilson, all right?
I got the impression we hadn't quite finished earlier.
I couldn't talk in front of Ben. I don't want to lose my job, Mr. Beech. At least not until I've found another.
Was Ben in the shop at lunchtime today?
Yeah. He did his usual round of all 3 shops to check the tills. And he stopped on to give me a lunch break. A bit earlier than usual, about 12:30 till 1.
And then he went on to the other shops?
I think he'd already done them.
So what was it you couldn't tell me in front of Ben?
It was about him being a gambler. Ian knows.
What, he likes the odd bet?
More than the odd one. He's hooked. I knew if I told Harry, he wouldn't believe me. So I tried to get proof. Show him just what a pillock his grandson is.
How?
I found a slip from another bookie's behind the counter. So it must have come from a member of staff. I went to the manager, he's a mate of mine, and he said Ben had an account.
But?
Paid it off, innit? he?
How do you get the money?
Word is, he borrowed it off a shark. The Turk. You know Mehmet Ibrahim?
I do, yeah. Do either of you two know a Joe Barker?
Joe? Always hanging round the shop. Probably because someone lets him have penny bets and gives him cups of tea.
Look, I felt sorry for him. He's got no money, no job, lives with his mum. If he's not down the shop, he's down at Canley Arms hoping someone will buy him a drink.
Can't see Ben making him cups of tea.
No. No. Well, thanks for your help.
You have to be careful, Don. Ben's not old school like Harry and me.
More's the pity.
He's not one to do people favours, particularly those he doesn't like. Once he gets wind of your little difficulty, he'd drop you in it as soon as look at you.
Will he find out?
He's bound to. He's only got to work his way through the books. He'll get to you eventually.
Let's just hope he's a slow reader.
Hello, D.S. Daily, D.C. Skase, Sunhill. You Mrs. Barker?
Yes? What's happened?
We're looking for Joe, Mrs. Barker. Is he your son?
That's right. He went out about an hour ago. Why do you want him?
We thought he could help us clear up a little problem.
He hasn't done anything wrong, has he? Only he promised me he wouldn't get into any trouble again.
Could we come inside?
Yes, all right. Please sit down.
Does Joe have a car, Mrs. Barker? A brown Escort?
That's right. It's in the garage.
It's there now?
I think so. Why?
Could he have lent it to anybody this morning?
Oh, he might have done. He's very generous like that. Do anything for anyone.
Could we take a look?
Just in case.
Well, I don't know.
You can watch us if you like, Mrs. Barker.
I'll go and get the keys. They belong to my late husband. I don't really know why we keep them, except that it would seem wrong to sell them, really. He looked after them so well.
I'm sorry,
Spent
Mrs.
more
Barker.
time on them than not.
Would you mind waiting outside a minute, please? Thanks. Rod?
Yeah.
What do you think?
You'd have thought he'd ditched them, wouldn't he?
No great brain, our Joe.
Gov, Ibrahim the Turk just told me that Ben paid him back the £2,000 he owed him half an hour after the robbery. I know the Turk, Gov. It was probably after he threatened him. I know it's not enough, but it's a start, isn't it?
We've got the weapon, Gov. Barker's garage.
Barker wasn't around, though.
That's what I gather. Don suggests you try the Canley Arms. Barker spends most of his time there, apparently. I want to see Don at Harry Hedges now. Have a word with Master Ben. What's that?
I don't know, Gov. It's got a weak heart. It could be that again, couldn't it?
Mind if we have a few words? Just need to clear a couple of things up.
No, look, I'm sorry. My grandfather's just about to be taken to hospital. He'll have to wait.
It won't wait.
Thanks very much.
Now then, what can I do for you?
Well, perhaps you could start by telling us your whereabouts today from, say, lunchtime onwards.
Well, from about 12 o'clock, I went to each of the 3 shops in turn, checked the tills. And then I did lunch relief in the shop that was short staff. Then I had a bit of lunch myself, all about 2, that must have been. In the wine bar in Broom Lane. I was called and told about the robbery when I was in there. You can check it all.
We will.
Don't you think you left something out?
No, I don't think so.
So when did you find the time to visit Mehmet Ibrahim? Paying back the £2,000 you owed him.
My word, you have been busy.
Oh, yes.
No, I had a little win at cards, and I thought, paying back what I could.
You left Wilson's shop...
It's not Wilson's shop anymore, is it, if you remember?
You left the Gatley Street shop at 1 o'clock. You didn't visit the Turk until 2:30. You had the time. It was tight, but you could have done it.
Look, if I'd have known I was going to need a watertight alibi, I'd have made sure I had one. Sorry, Sergeant, but you're going to have to do better than that. Perhaps a little incentive might help, eh?
What?
Are you a gambling man, Inspector?
No.
Oh. That's a pity. Because if you were, you would know that the thrill is in the risk of losing something you can't afford to lose. Money, family, job, freedom. Mr. Beech and I, we both enjoy risk. Makes life that little bit more exciting, doesn't it?
You better get yourself down to the hospital, Mr. Hedges. We'll see ourselves out. Are you compromised here?
He was just trying to cause trouble, Gar.
Was he?
Look, I said I knew Harry right from the start, didn't I? That I used his betting shops.
And Wilson? Having a flat is one thing. Owing a suspect money's another thing altogether.
I am not compromised.
So there's no truth in anything he's saying.
What do you take me for? Ben was just trying to stir things, that's all.
Don, if ever I find any evidence that you've not been telling me everything, you won't just be off the case, you'll be off the force. Believe me.
I still say it's possible for him to have done it, Gov.
You may well say that, but any half-decent briefer's going to be able to confuse a jury with Ben's alibi.
We picked Joe Barker up in the Canley Arms. He's booked in, and the FME's passed him fit for interview.
Did he have any money on him?
Just over 200. But apparently he spent a fair bit buying everybody drinks before we arrived. A fool and his money.
Exactly.
I'd like to interview him, Gov.
We'll interview him together, Don. Right. Let's not beat about the bush. You were seen dumping the getaway car. In the boot of your car, we found a pair of bolt cutters that were blood-stained. Now, I'm sure the blood on it will match that of Harry's driver.
So what if it does?
It would suggest to me that it was you that hit him on the head, Joe. Unless it was your accomplice. Tell us who your accomplice was, Joe.
What? Like grass, you mean?
We're trying to help you, Joe. If Harry dies...
Yeah, well, I never touched him.
That doesn't matter. All we have to do is show that his death is related to the robbery.
I mean, no one was supposed to get hurt.
You were the bloke on foot, weren't you? Who was the driver? Tell us, Joe!
I ain't grassing no one up.
Joe, I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know why you're protecting him. Why are you running the risk of going down for life for the sake of £2,000? It doesn't make sense.
Who got 2,000?
You did. There was more than £2,000 in that briefcase.
£2,300, Joe.
Well, you're having me on. He said we got 500.
He lied to you, Joe. He ripped you off, gave you peanuts, pocketed the rest.
He lied.
Who did?
Ben. He said it would be easy. He took me out for a drink one day when I lost a packet. Said he knew I had a bit of form, told me he had a plan. I couldn't believe my luck. Your bookie asking me for help, you know.
Still here, Rod?
Yeah, I thought I'd stick around and see what happened, you know. St. Hugh's called a few minutes ago. Harry Hedges died. Heart attack.
What? Can't you just leave us alone, eh? My grandfather's just died.
Yeah, I know. I'm arresting you for robbery. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hedges.
Look, it's all right, Gran. He's just got it in for me, that's all. I'll be out in no time. And then when I am, I'll be taking a close look at those Gatley Street accounts. And if I find proof you have one, Sergeant, you'll be sorry. A copper in debt to a bookie? You'll be out of a job.
You missed your chance, mate. By the time you get out, the accounts will be straight, believe it. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hedges. Come on, let's go. Coming for a drink now we've got this all sorted, Gov?
Is it all sorted, Don?
I think so.
Let's leave it till you're sure.